Welcome friends, today is the 21st July, Monday 2025. Subhash Chandra Bose, we call him Netajee Subhash Chandra Bose, and the Bir Savarkar. With the Bir Savarkar, many people, who actually do not believe in our Sanatoni system, they all, many times I have seen noted or given points of nonsense. And here, with our Netajee Subhash Chandra Bose, who was a Bengali fighter in the world level, in the Second World War level, the head of the INA and the head of the Azad Hind Force, and who liberated Port Blair and Nicobar Islands, should have been the first Prime Minister of India. He himself had the opinion of the Bahutwad, that means the pluralism, the plural society in Indian context, where the plurality that was brought by the Muhammad bin Qasim in 700 AD, what they have done in 1000 years, that is to be discussed, or that is to be thought over with the context of the division of India. And there we must think that these are our Bengali people. There were 5,000 freedom fighters who has given their life and who were the martyr. So we are actually boosting ourselves that Bengal has given the highest number of the martyr. But they did not think that who was the actual enemy of India or of the West Bengal or of the Bengal as a whole. Because, the Bengalis are normally a quarreling race. They like to quarrel among themselves with small, big, high, low, in so many point of, or in so many thought process. And actually these people have got no unity of the Bengal or the Bengalis. And, they couldn't identify who was their actual enemy. Those who were sitting for 1,000 years on our neck, or on their neck, or on the neck of the people of India, to them or to those, these Bengalis, they didn't thought over that who is or who was the actual enemy. And due to them only, that started by Khudiram Bose, even at the minor age of 17, he threw a bomb to the British, and 2 Britishers were killed due to his throwing of bombs. And the British got frightened and they took away the capital in 1910. So Bengal actually lost their capital. Had there been, or would have been, the capital of India till the day of the departure in 1947, Calcutta would have been the capital of the whole of India. Bengal language would have been, or could get a higher prestige and position and level on a holiday basis. But that we Bengali have lost all these things. And for due to whom? Those people who actually have preached that many mind, many ways of Mr. or our Parampurusha, Purushottama, Sri Ram Krishna Paramahansa Deva. So we lost our capital because of the plurality or pluralism in our mindset. That was written, poems, essays, stories by all our great writers of Bengal, great thinkers of our Bengal. So Subhash Chandra Bose, our Netajee, Paramapriya Dharaniya, he actually did not like this Bir Savarkar, because Bir Savarkar was the follower of the trident or the Trishula of Lord Shiva, and he preached about the Sanatana, which our Subhash Chandra Bose didn't like. And not only that, he made a separate party naming as Forward Bloc. So after his departure, all his followers, the forward bloc, had there been or was there been or is there been any reference in Indian politics? Nothing of the sort, because these Bengalis who are selfish, who are quarreling attitude, who are lazy, who are not united, who are only interested for their own pocket, for their own advantage, or for their own benefit. So, that thought process, all these things, as I have told, this pluralism in our social text or social contact or context, or of the nation, or of the society, who was our actual enemy, that these Manishis, the great man, the great writer, the great philosopher, the great poet, and the great making of cinema maker, director, etc., they took British as their enemy, and not those who were sitting for 1,000 years on our neck just to kill us. Now you see in this 2025 in West Bengal, what is the position? That is 1 crore, a balancing vote of the rulers, by which these 34 years, the Communist Party, Marxist, Leninist and all that, they ruled for 34 years by this balance of vote. And now our next, the ruler, the party and the government, they are also are doing in more than, even with more of their power to get their vote, creating a huge balance of this section of people, nearly 1 crore, by which they are again trying to come into power in 2026, for which these fools are not at all aware who is our actual enemy. So I call these freedom fighters are not at all intelligent. I take them as a nuisance, because for them only capital was shifted by the British. For them only 5,000 became martyrs. For them only Bengal was divided, and we lost all our home and hearth, all our wealth, all our education. Now you know that even Bangladesh is breaking or destroying or demolishing Ritik Ghatak's house, Tagore's house, and all the things there, and of the Satyajit Ray, Upendra Kishore Roy Chaudhary, his family is there in Bangladesh. So they are destroying everything and everything and everything. Still then, these fools, the Bengalis, those who are in line of action, I call them as a great fool, the big fool. So neither the freedom fighter could understand, nor the subsequent Bengalis could understand who is our actual enemy. So this is very important. If you do not understand even till now, you can understand what will happen after 2026 if you do not think whatever the points I have given you. Namaskar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you want to like, give your comment, good or bad or anything, I will try to answer your questions. Thank you for watching. Namaskaram.